Hi guys, I've got you all in today because the game's not too far away, is it? And first of all, I think you all need a big pat on the back. Ticket sales have, they've gone through the roof, haven't they? We could have sold this game out 3 times over. So I think what you've done is, you've worked really hard and, it's paid off. Now today I brought Andy Peters in to speak to you. And Andy's an expert in marketing, promotions. He's done so many things on TV before. Andy's also part of the team that manages me, so my agency and James Grant. Andy also works for them. So Andy's going to have a little chat with you and tell you about how important the last few days before the game are going to be and potentially what you could be doing on game day as well. So it's Andy Peters.
Thank you very much. I know. Thank you very much. Hello. Hello. Oh, blimey. And you're the marketing team? Yeah. Media and marketing. OK. So you've sold a lot of tickets, I gather. So what I wanted to talk to you about and get you to share with me is how can we maximise what you're all going to do on the day? Because actually what you've done is you've sold the tickets, you've got everybody there. So as part of marketing, the key is, do you have a message to get across to the people that come? So on the day, what are you all going to be doing?
Going around, promoting, make sure people have a good time.
OK. But could
not
you
party planners.
Could you not all think, well, actually, if there's something you could all do that could raise more money, because at the end of the day, you want to raise as much money as you can for the charity, because actually, the more money you raise, the more people will look back and go, they were amazing. Not only did they put on a great event, but they also managed to help raise a huge amount of money.
Yeah, they could charge 50 people, like, taking a picture with the mascot and, like, hugging him or something.
Yeah, great idea. Yeah. Fantastic idea. What about a cut-out picture of Sam Tompkins?
Yeah.
So you could have a cardboard...
That'd sell well.
Yeah. And it would make good firewood at the end of it. Yeah. So there we go. You could do a number of activities on the day, because there's so many of you, so you could actually make little groups, and actually it's £1 every picture taken with the mascot, another £1 every picture taken with Sam Tompkins, and that'll be easy, because that wouldn't have to be too big either, because he's quite short. So you wouldn't need...
I'm about 2 inches taller than Andy,
you wouldn't need a big
by the way.
one. You could just do a slightly smaller one, more life-size.
Every penny that's raised from this project will be going to Joining Jack. It's a fantastic charity. Some
of the best marketing ideas come out of people just saying, well, I think it's really stupid, but actually, no idea is a bad idea. I assume there'll be people that can't come to the match because they haven't got a ticket.
Yeah.
Would that be right?
Yeah, we've had 800 people now apply for the 300 tickets.
Which is a really good subscription rate. Any business would be proud of that, so you should be proud of yourselves.
For the process of narrowing down the students, we've going to look at how many achievement points they have and their attendance, so whoever's got the best out of them will get to go to the match.
Tuesday or Wednesday, why not do a raffle to win a pair of tickets and meet Sam Tompkins? £1 to enter, the 2 days before, we will win, because the tickets are sold out in effect. People will think, well, we can't get any more tickets. We've got 2 tickets for you to win a chance to come and see the match and also to meet Sam Tompkins. And to enter that, you need to give us £1. Since that money is going to charity, most people want to give it a go, and you've got all these people that can't go because they couldn't get tickets. So you know there's an appetite for the tickets. And then again, that's one team who then go, right, our job is to look after the competition winners and make sure they have an amazing experience. And what you do is you take the competition winners to the newspaper. You go, here, these 2 people won. They'll be so happy about it. When they talk to the journalist, they'll tell them an amazing story about how brilliant it was. Enter the competition, then I met Sam. We were front row. I met the team before they ran out. Do you see what I mean? If we go into fundraising mode, because the marketing, essentially, you've done a lot. You've got your ticket sales up. So now it's about how can we use our marketing team to fundraise around the event to make the event more popular. And what do you think about the prizes? What do you think the prizes could be?
Like, everyone wants to meet Sam, so if they have a meet and greet with Sam, they'll be, like, really happy. And then to have, like, a ball signed by the team and Sam.
I could give something just signed by me. If you want, I can give you a pair of boots, a signed pair of boots that I've played in. People might pay to win those.
So we can have meet Sam Tompkins, 1 prize. Have a signed Sam Tompkins pair of X-Blades, 1 prize.
We can have, like, a VIP ticket. Like, spend all day with Sam Tompkins, like, in the team.
All day? I'm not taking anyone home.
No, not actually all day.
Andy's really good at organising stuff and he's selected us all to do certain roles.
In television, we have something called a people movement document. So you know where people are going to be all the time. So you do a movement document that says, this person will be here at this time, by this time they'll be free because they'll have finished that little bit of their project. The next time this person will be, they'll be here. So if you watch the X Factor, everybody knows that they can look at a document and go, right, where are One Direction? It's 3 o'clock, They will be right now in the canteen. So that's really important that you all have your roles and you stick to your roles and you make yourselves into little teams.
Me and Matt have been told that we have to help with tickets and we have to write a programme.
So Brandon, what are you going to do?
Me and Brandon are going to do the press.
OK, so Brandon and Tammy are going to do the press, and this is pre and on the day, yep? So you're going to set up the press.
I'll have to call him again to confirm.
He gave Sophie a job, which was to record me on an iPad without talking, just waving and holding things up. And what they're going to do with that is they're going to put it on the screens around school.
Get him to act out what you're going to put on as captions and have like 4 or 5 different little things. And those are the things. And as long as Sam acts them out, so when you film it, you can just be saying them to Sam because you can just put, because it's going to be mute anyway. So hi, I go, hi, I'm Sam Tomkins. How are you today? Don't forget to come to the match. So that'd be, yeah. Don't forget to come to the match. You know, don't be late. It starts at 12:40. We'll see you there. And don't forget, it's all about raising money for charity. And he can hold up a £5 or 20.
I'll borrow one of Andy's 50s.
Yeah, it's all about raising money for Joining Jack, yeah?
Andy coming in was a massive boost for them. He's worked on some of the biggest TV shows in not only this country but all around the world, executive producing. So to have someone of his calibre come in and speak to the kids was brilliant. Is everybody clear on the jobs before we go away? Anyone got any questions on what they're doing?
Well,
What?
while you're training, are we all right to like pull a player aside just to get a photo of him?
Yes.
You're not coach.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm head of marketing for the same team, and I've decided that's more important than the coach.
I'm the coach, that's me.
Yeah.
Don't listen to him.
Yeah, but I think that's fine. I think that's a very good
idea.
idea. And even if the coach says no, just do it.
But
Tell the coach to answer to me if he has a problem.
But I'll decide, but yeah, we can. All right, guys, well, I think today's been a really productive day. I think we've got a lot sorted for the game. I think a massive thanks needs to go to Andy. I think he's taught us all a lot, me included, today, about how we're going to make this a successful day. So I think we need to give Andy a round of applause and say thanks. With the rugby team today, the session was a little bit different. It was indoors. When I'm with England or Wigan, we spend a lot of time in video meetings and talking about how we're going to play the game and what's going to break defences down. So I thought it was important that we had a session like that today. We're going to go with 3 different sets, all right? The first one, we're just going to have a power set. All we're going to do is we're going to hit powers, people running between the middle third of the field. So we're going to call that a tank set, yeah?
Sam was saying loads of stuff that I've never known before, and I know that I'll take it into my amateur club and, you know, help out more and maybe score more tries.
The reason I want to get to these 2 points is, as a defensive line, if we were defending and they had the ball and they're right in the middle of the field, yeah, you'd have a 5 and 5 split. Yeah, you've got 2 people marking, you've got your full-back, then you'd have 5 each side. But what we do is, the reason we go to 1 and 2s, probably giving secrets away of why we do it now at Wigan or England. We go to 1 and 2s because very often they'll number up wrong. So what you want to do, you want to get to a point where if the play comes just outside a post, a full-back finds it hard. If the play's here, just outside this post, he'll probably still go 5 and 5, usually. So put 5 on that slightly shorter side, 5 on the long side. So our players are always going to go to the long side because you've got bigger space with the same amount of defenders in. Also today with the team, I asked them all to put their hand up and say what position they wanted to play. I thought it was important for the lads to put their hand up and choose what position they really wanted to play rather than just pick a position that they've been pigeonholed with before. You know, these lads are 15 years old and there's no one at 15 knows exactly where they're going to play if they're going to be a rugby player. What does that say? Steph Horse, we've got Steph. I didn't know we had a Steph in the team, but she wants to play scrum half.
There's only a few days left till game, and I think the team's in good shape. No one's injured really, and it looks like we're going to go in with our heads screwed on and hopefully win the game. The project helped me loads in my personal life. In school I've studied more and I've been going to catch up more and trying to get them grades so I can make a good future.
I had a lot of time off school due to illness, so I wasn't very confident when I came back. I was quite shy, but now it's really improved my confidence. Like in class, I'm not afraid to ask questions.
Being part of this has been something I'll remember for my life. I'll definitely tell my kids there.
It's strange to think it's coming towards the end. I still remember coming in for the first session and the first assembly and explaining what we were going to do. You know, you get to know the pupils, and you know, I really want them to do well. And the biggest thing for me is I want the game to be a massive success, but I'm sure it will be.
Tomorrow's the big day, what we've all been waiting for and planning for.
Tonight was the final chance to have a training session with the lads on the field before the big game. The session didn't quite go to plan.
Lads! Stop there! Stand exactly where you are!
A lot of them now are really starting to feel the pressure a little bit.
It's tradition in rugby, the night before a game we have a shirt presentation. We've got someone very special to come in and speak to you, Jamie Peacock.
I'm going to tell you a couple of stories from my own background. One of them's pretty embarrassing. Now, what I want you to do tomorrow is at any point when you have self-doubt, where you don't think you're good enough to do what you're going to do, remember this.